Okay, so the first thing you need to do is decide how big your head is going to be on the surface of the paper here. So, if I'm going to have my shoulders on the bottom here, I want to figure that my bottom of my chin might be here, and the top of my head might be here. Okay? So this is the size of my face that I'm going to be putting on the paper then. The eyes are normally located in the center of the head. So I'll put my skewer here, find out where the center is going to be. Working very, very lightly here. That way I can come back to my eraser and erase out anything if I need to. Now, the center, where my nose is, or am I going to be located to the left or to the right of the paper, depending on how you're looking into the mirror. So I'm going to go ahead and make mine in the center here. Very light line through the center there, making the two perpendicular to each other. Okay? Now, I need to decide, based on the height of my head here, how big my eyes are going to be, because we're going to use those eye measurements as a key to figure out the proportion of the drawing here. Okay? So I've got to make a decision at the beginning of my drawing. I know here is from the center of my eyes to here to the bottom of my chin. So I'm going to make an initial mark here. I'm going to say, okay, here is the distance from the center of my face to the side of my eye. So this is 1/2 of an eye width. So if I take the measurement here, 1/2 of an eye width, go over to this side here, make it a mark. I know that this is now 1 eye width. So I can take 1 eye width, move it over to this side, 1 eye width on this side. So now I have one distance between my eyes, 3 eyes across. So based on the PowerPoint, we said that the length of the nose is on average around 1¼ to 1½ eye widths. So if I take this distance, and you can take your skewer, make a mark on your skewer, then turn it over, look down. Then now that I have this distance here, I can make a mark on the bottom. I can find the halfway point, and then make a decision that it's somewhere between 1¼ to 1½. So I'm going to say 1¼ to the bottom of my nose. So now that I have that eye width marked on my skewer, I can come down. It's normally 1 eye width to the bottom of your lips. So if this is the end of my nose, I'm going to go ahead and put a circle in here so we see where the end of the nose is. It's normally 1/2 of an eye width to the top of the lips and 1/2 of an eye width to the bottom of the lips. Now, based on the PowerPoint, you saw that mine was a little bit off. So 1/2 to the top of the lips, 1/2 to the bottom, and then I have 1 eye width to the bottom of my chin here. So I made my measurement correct here. I made a good choice on the 1/2 of the distance between my eye, making that to a full eye width, and then double checking my measurements down. This would then be the bottom of my chin.